No projects on the shop floor. No projects sitting upstairs. No orders printed out on the screens. We ain't got nothing to do. Actually, we do have something to do, guys. So, we've got SEMA coming up, as you guys might all know. So, we've got to get ready for that. And we're going to be going to an auction here with the old Kodiak. Let me grab the hose here. This thing's kind of dirty. There we go. We'll get this old truck washed off a little bit. It's kind of a little bit nasty there. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Let me put that back. There we go. That looks better. But anyways, we're going to get this hooked up to a trailer and we're going to go look at some trucks. We got some rain coming in later, so we're going to do this part first, though. We've got right over there. Oh, buddy dropped it off. It is the Power Wagon monster truck that we saw at the Elk Mountain meet, so we're going to go check that out here in just a second. Luckily, we got the Silverado sold, so that's a lot of nice money that came into the shop from that sale. We still got the trailer for when we bought both Silverados, so we got that sitting here. So that's up for sale currently, and we got the Ford right out here in the open, waiting to be sold as well. Let me check. Nobody's coming. But let's check out the monster truck here real quick and see how this thing drives. Check out the beautiful interior once again. Absolutely beautiful interior. We used the drone cam for getting on and off of this. We'll just back right on out of here. But I wanted to test drive it on our test track here and have some fun, so we'll get the outside drone running for you here so you can kind of see what we got going on. We'll get it zoomed in just a little bit more. But take a look at the suspension. We'll get this drone lined up so you can watch it work. But the suspension on this is absolutely incredible. Love it quite a lot. You can see it can go even up on some of the highest crevices of dirt and rock there, so that's really cool. Ooh, wow. Mud pile was extra muddy today. This thing's also got a lot of power. Go with the rocks here. Nice landing. So the reason we got this is so that we can take a look at what was done to it, because the guy that owns this, he wants another one. He wants another one by SEMA so he can have both of these on display. So that's going to be our job, is to find a donor truck so that we can get another one of these built for him. So that's one reason why we're going to the auction, because my buddy down in the auction house told me there is a decent looking one of these body style trucks available. Sounds like the engine might be blown on it, but we'll have to see what we can do. But I kind of like the idea of getting one cheap to build this off of, so we'll have to see what we can do. Anyways, for right now, he let us take a look at it. We got it on display out here on our little highway advertisement patch that we own, which looks really, really cool at the moment. We already got our monster truck that we owned. Got that thing already headed out to SEMA, so that's already going to be out there ready for us to put on display. But I'm hoping to have at least 2 more trucks for our own personal display to be able to have there. So let's get this closed up here just fence-wise. Hank's going to be working on paperwork and stuff for the moment. He's got a few parts that he needs to order for some customers, as they got a few things they want done to their trucks. So while he's working on that, I'm going to be going and spending a ton of money so that hopefully we can build ourselves some new trucks up. By the way, guys, this is the second time I've done this video, just in case you wondered, because unfortunately had a wonderful power outage from Hurricane Milton. Kind of put me behind on videos and stuff. Also had a power surge as well that kind of fried a few things in the house, thankfully. The computer doesn't seem to be one of those, but it was a little bit unhappy with how long we didn't have power and the hot temperatures of the house because no AC running. So he's a little bit unhappy, but seems like it's working a little bit better now, so we'll see if we can get today's video done. Alright, so we're showing up here at the auction house. They got the big doors open. Luckily it's pretty nice weather at the moment, so we'll pull on in here. Ooh, I think I see a Monte Carlo sitting in there. That's neat. We'll pull over to the far side here of the lot, just so that we're out of everyone else's way. And we'll be right on over here for after the auction. So, alright, let's go in and check out what they got. They don't have a whole lot, I don't think, but we'll see what they got going on here today. Alright guys, they just gave us a quick little overview of what's going on, so now we get a look at the trucks themselves. And Monte Carlo right over here, Pro Street, ready to go. Beautiful looking vehicle. Nice. If we were doing more stuff with cars, I would buy it, but we're not. So, but very, very nice. So a few trucks that I'm interested in is GMC. It looks good, not overly needing that, but yeah, especially up in New York. Yeah, salt on the roads in winter. Yeah, not a fan of that, but interesting nonetheless. But the Ram right here, obviously, got to get this if we can. To be our donor truck. It definitely looks good. Definitely an interesting spec with the chrome. That is an interesting spec. I don't even know what that is. That's interesting. So anyways, going to try and get this. So we'll see how that all goes as the auction is going to start here in just a bit. The brand new Ford Ranger. Would definitely like one of these to play around with, so that would be neat, but we'll have to see what we can do. I also got this Kodiak. And I always want to call these things the GMC Kodiak for whatever reason. It's a Chevy, though. I always want to call it the GMC for whatever reason, but the Chevy. This thing is mint looking. I mean, the work bed, look at that thing. Looks great. The body work, the paint is in great condition. It has a lot of miles on it, but the thing looks absolutely incredible. I definitely want to get it just because I would like another one. I have an idea of what I want to do with it, but I definitely want another one of those. We got a Taco here as well, and it has seen many, many better days. It's not bad, but it's seen many, many, many better days. So that's I'm not going to put a whole lot of money into that, just because for this particular style, there doesn't seem to be as much of a market at the moment, at least in the area. So I'm not going to work on that as hard, but definitely looks good. The GMC though, it looks rough. Let me see. I think we can open up the hood. Underneath doesn't look too bad. A little bit of rust in the engine bay and on the engine itself. Not bad though. Interesting. Well, I think I've seen basically everything I want to. So let's head back on in. We'll get the auction taken care of, and we'll see how everything goes. Alrighty, pretty quick auction. Everyone else is basically already left. But yeah, I went ahead and bought these 4 trucks here. So let's go over what we paid for them. So nobody really wanted the GMC, so we got that for let me go and get my paperwork done while I'm thinking about this. Got that for $1,200. No one really wanted to touch that, which I'm actually surprised, but no one really wanted to touch that, like, at all. The GMC, see, keep calling it GMC, the Kodiak here, this one was a little bit pricey. I had to pay this a little bit higher than I wanted to go, but it went for $12,500. A little bit pricey, especially with the amount of miles on it. But I've got some big plans for this thing. I mean, it's a workhorse, so we have to check the engine and stuff. It might just need to be resealed and all of that. We'll check. They said it runs really good. They started it up too. It sounded good, so we'll find out. But I like it. I like it a lot. That's why I spent so much. I spent way too much on this Ranger because it's brand new, and everybody else wanted it, but I got it, and I'm very happy about it. But $72,000 later on auction is what I paid for it. Should not have paid that. I will admit that. Should not have paid that for this truck. Way too much money, but I got it, and I'm going to have fun with it. So that's how that one goes. And then for the Ram, everyone's kind of skeptical on it because it does seem like it has a blown engine. So it wasn't as high as I thought it was going to be, but it was decent for a truck that has potential engine issues. Got that for what did I get that for? I got that for 7,800 because no one really wanted to touch that because of the blown engine aspect. So it didn't go as high as I thought. I was thinking it was going to go into the 12s, honestly, 12,000s. But luckily it was underneath. So saved on that. Spent way too much on this. A little bit high on this, but it wasn't bad. And I saved a whole lot of money on what I wanted to do with this. So I got to go pay the paperwork and licensing, well, not licensing, registration fee and that, but we will get that taken care of here real quick. Alright, another $1,200 later, we officially own everything that we bought and have all the paperwork that is necessary. Honestly, $1,200, that seems a little bit steep, but I'm not going to argue. That was a really good deal on the GMC and the Kodiak, and decent deal on the Ram for sure. Spent way too much money on that Ranger, though. That's for sure. Alright, so we'll get our trailer brought on down here. Alrighty, guys, got the two trucks loaded up first. We'll get those back to the shop, and then we will work from there. But I think this should go pretty quickly. But it's going to be exciting to see what we can do. I think we're going to work on the Ranger first. I think that'll be the easiest one for me to find options on while we order parts for the rest of them, because that Ram's going to take a little while. Take a little while to get some parts for that Ram, so we'll get those ordered once we get these taken back and looked at, and then we will work on everything else. But first we gotta get everything unloaded, so that'll be fun. Good night. Guy drives like a maniac. Mostly like me. Alright, off comes the Kodiak. We'll get this parked up inside here real quick. Let me get the gates. We'll get this parked on inside for the moment. We'll just park it right on over here for the moment. That should work good. Alrighty. Let's see here. We got everybody unloaded up. So let's get, we'll see if we can get the GMC back in, because it's been having some issues. I think there's, might just be fuel, but it's having some issues where it's kind of dying in gear. Like that. Yep, having some issues, so we will get this thing ready on the lift here so we can take a look at that, because that's going to be a bit of an issue, I think. So we will have that, take a look at it, take a look underneath and all that, but it's been having a few issues for sure. So Ram, we're going to put that in the back of our shed here, and we're going to get parts ordered and whatnot. Actually, I think we'll go ahead and... No, we'll wait. We'll do that a little bit later, because it's going to take us a little while to figure out a good catalog on what we want to do with that. Take us a little bit, so we'll leave that right there for now. Let me grab the Ford Ranger though, because I want to start working on this if we can, because I think this thing could turn out really, really cool. And it's gonna need to be so. Gonna hopefully make this into a showpiece for our SEMA booth potentially, but we'll have to wait and see. Get this pulled up right about here. Alright, there we go. A little bit off-centered, but that's okay for right now. Got all that unloaded. Let me go put my truck back, and we'll be right back to it. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you guys here next time. Bye-bye.